Alright, man, let's get right into it. You read the title right. Semen retention will show you what this matrix really is. Yes, sir. Let me say that again. Semen retention will show you what this matrix really is. And you might be wondering, okay, man, I've heard about the matrix when it comes to guys like Andrew Tate, like the movie itself, the Matrix, the red pill, etc., etc. But how does semen retention play into this at all? How does this practice of learning how to not only cultivate your sexual energy, but then transcend it to these higher faculties? Let me know what's up when it's going on with the Matrix. Well, relax, because your boy's about to break this bitch down real quick like a brick for y'all. Now, I want to kind of go into one of the most prominent aspects of that movie, The Matrix. If you haven't watched The Matrix yet, man, you only heard about these alpha male guys talk about the Matrix. So you gotta escape the Matrix, you gotta escape the Matrix. Then you're doing yourself a disfavor, because that movie in itself is a very spiritual and metaphysical movie that you need to read in between the lines and understand that this is essentially what's going on the underlying surface of your reality. This is what's going on in the behind the scenes of everything that you see right now. There is a very, very, very powerful movie if you're able to understand the deeper message behind it. But within that movie, one of the most prominent roles and one of the most prominent scenes is when Neo, the main character, and Morpheus, his essential guru, his guide, to be able to help him navigate the Matrix and eventually escape out of it, were going on this simulation run. And Morpheus is talking to Neo, telling him about all these important details of the Matrix. However, in the movie itself, the point of view of Neo starts to shift away from Morpheus, what he's talking about, on over to a woman in a red dress. If you know, you know. And he completely forgets about everything that Morpheus is talking to him about. Like the voice itself just starts to fade out. And then he gets his entire attention towards the female in the red dress. And then Morpheus finally snaps him out of it, and then he realizes that this is a part of the Matrix trap. So what you have to understand is, my dog is escaping the Matrix. What you have to understand is attention is your most valuable currency within this new economy that we're living in. We are living in what's called an attention economy. Everybody is trying to take your attention, push it towards their agenda, and make you depleted of that resource. Because if you don't focus your attention on what you want, there's no energy behind it. You've probably all heard the saying, where attention goes, energy flows. Whatever you put your focus on will magnify and will enhance and amplify, whether you do it consciously or subconsciously. So why do you think this whole quote-unquote Matrix society, all that stuff within the material world, is focused on taking your attention and putting it towards your lower end needs, your lower end desires, the lower three worlds that I talk about so much on this channel, aka the lower three chakras, which govern survival, sex, and status. Survival, food, fast food. Why are all these things, these billboards, these commercials, focus on that? Why are all these TikTok people, these YouTube Shorts people showing you food ASMR shit? Why is that popular? Who controls the algorithms? You think you do? Nah, man, it's somebody else. Why do you think topics like this, videos like this, don't go mass viral? Yes, I've had some videos go viral on the main channel, but these ones right here, where I'm literally out here in the field, in the flesh, spin y'all some games so you guys can make some motherfucking gains, is not gonna go viral. Why do you think promiscuous stuff is gonna be pushed out? Guess what? That's feeding into the second lower chakra. Sex. What's the other one? Status. Why do you think all these alpha pill, red pill guys telling you that you need to get money, that you need to at least fuck hundreds of girls to be considered alpha? Status, egotistical, materialistic. They want to keep you encapsulated in those three levels of consciousness because they know that they can profit off of it. How do they profit off survival? Oh, giving you fast food and all that shit. Things that will poison you, but it's gonna make them money because guess what? It's cheap to make nonsensical bullshit seed oil foods. Seed oils are literally motor engine lubricant that they're putting into your body. It's cheap to make. Why do you think all these companies and all that stuff are kicking out the real farmers, the real people that are putting their life into their work of being able to feed people healthy, nutritious food? Why do you think they're trying to feed you all this different type of stuff socially on your social media feed, through TikTok, through YouTube, through Instagram, through Twitter, all that stuff that is more geared towards you becoming promiscuous and thinking that sex is the pinnacle experience of life? Why do you think they are doing all these things? Why do you think they make you think that money is the end cause of your goal in life? It's a tool. I'm not saying you not to get money. I'm not saying sex is bad. I'm not saying food is bad. But when you make that the end goal in your life, you become no better than that of an animal. The animal's pinnacle in life is survival, sex, and status. They get to survive, boom, they knock that down. They get to reproduce, boom, they knock that down. When they get to reproduce, they get higher status. They're higher in the hierarchy. They have a family. They have more resources. That's their goals. You as a human, you came here for a bigger, better reason. And this is something that you're going to understand on a deep, deep, deep level when you're on this journey of semen retention. Because in my opinion, this is the most potent elixir, potent potion, potent tool for you to break out of the matrix that's already within you as a man. Remember, nothing, all this stuff is not external. They're using external sources to constrain yourself internally. They use all these different types of propaganda and modalities to make you a slave to your own senses. The real matrix is right here. Your mind and your body, your soul, your spirit is either being trapped and enslaved by it, or it's being awakened and actually using your mind and body as a tool. It's a double-edged sword. If your senses, aka your mind and body, control and dictate your life, you are no better than that of an animal. However, if you learn how to master the mind and body and use it to fulfill your soul's purpose, you become a self-realized and self-mastered man, which is the pinnacle of all the experiences within this material world. Nothing can fulfill that point. Nothing can over-satisfy that point. That's why you feel an inner bliss, an inner joy, a divine nectar being flown throughout your entire body. Whether you want to call it ojas, whether you want to call it the Holy Spirit, whether you want to call it just universal consciousness flowing through you when you're on this journey of semen retention. Because now you are transcending beyond those lower three worlds and you're not letting the external world dictate your actions. You are not letting your senses steer your wheel, steer your life in whatever direction it feels. You take back control. And you start seeing it all around you. That's why in the Matrix, that was such a prominent scene. Lust was, the archetype of lust was being shown within the woman in the red dress. Again, are women bad? Fuck no. Is sex bad? Fuck no. Anything that controls your mind to the point where you are literally almost possessed is not going to be productive towards your actual purpose in life. When a man doesn't have a true purpose in their life, they'll always seek pleasure. And the whole world around you is just telling you to just seek pleasure. Pleasure, I'm going to be making a video about this very soon. The difference between pleasure and joy. Don't mistake pleasure for joy. Pleasure is something that you get externally and it's temporary. It's a feeling, aka an emotion. Joy. Joy is something that you only access internally. And it's a state of being. And it's eternal. And it's there waiting for you to access whenever you want, when you actually learn how to transcend beyond chasing external pleasures. You probably have all seen this example of somebody riding like a horse. There's got like almost like a fishing pole and a string on it, and there's a carrot. The horse is always going towards the carrot, always going towards the carrot, always going towards the carrot. Yet it can't eat it. But that's how the quote unquote matrix works on you. Somebody is on top of your consciousness, dangling out, whether that's pussy, whether that's fast food, whether that's money, whether that's status, cars, clothes, hoes, whatever you can think about. And those are just temporary pleasures. You get a little piece of it, maybe. But you're always chasing after, always chasing after, always chasing after it. And he's the one dictating where you go. Because if he points it this way, you're going to go that way. If he points it to the right, you're going to go to the right. If he tells you to stop, pulls it back, then you have nothing that you're actually going for in life. That's what the matrix is doing to your consciousness. Again, it's tricking you into following this path, but remember, you're the one doing it to yourself. No one can make you do this or that. You allow someone to make you do this or that. You allow the matrix to control you. You might not know that you're allowing it, but unconsciously, subconsciously, you are doing that each and every single day. And when you're on this journey of retention, you are consciously choosing to break those ties. This is why this is such a powerful practice on all planes of reality, the mental, the physical, and the spiritual. Yet a lot of people out here, especially on YouTube, don't fucking understand how powerful it is, because they don't go back down to the ancient wisdom. They don't go to these different philosophies that talk about this stuff to the fucking T. If you think that I'm spitting game, man, you don't know a damn thing about game. I'm in nothing compared to these holy men, to these self-realized masters, to these spiritual enlightened beings that use this practice as a tool, not the end goal. Remember, retention is never the end goal of your life. It is a way for you to build up the mental clarity, the physical vitality, and the spiritual connection, the know-it-all, the knowing of what it is that you were brought here to do, aka your dharma, your duty, your mission here on the material plane. A lot of people don't understand that they have an actual mission. Their mission is pleasure. However, you make the mission your real pinnacle goal of life, you'll get quote unquote pleasure, but in reality, you'll be in a state of joy, ecstatic joy, spiritual ecstasy, divine bliss, because you know that you're walking on the path of righteousness. You're walking on the path by becoming a divine vessel of God. You're walking your individual path towards inner success, not what your mom tells you, your dad tells you, your family, your friends, society, social media, even me. I'm not here to tell you what your version of success is. I'm telling you, this is a tool. This is a universal tool that'll work for whatever path it is in your life. Because now you're taking back control of your own life, of your mind, of your body, and now the soul and spirit can awaken. I always like to speak about it like this. The body is your vehicle. It's the car. The mind is the steering wheel, but the soul, the spirit, is the one who's driving it. However, when you're a slave to your senses, society is the one driving that car. Society has grasp on the steering wheel. It's putting your soul, your spirit, in the dormant passenger seat, or better yet, duct tape that motherfucker's mouth shut, tied his hands behind his back, threw him in the trunk. And guess what? Now, whatever they program you to, your mind and body will follow. Your mind will think that sex is the most important thing in life. Your mind will think that, okay, man, if I get all this money, everyone's gonna think I'm cool. It doesn't matter how I get it. I'm gonna scam people. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Your mind is gonna tell you to think that, hey, man, there is nothing beyond just this material plane, if this is all it is. But your soul, your spirit, always knows it deep down within. When you're in that pure state of mind, that pure state of consciousness, especially like when you were a child, you understood, even though you couldn't express it because you weren't mature enough, but you knew there was a deeper aspect to this whole perspective of life. And there's a reason that you're brought here. There's a reason at this very time, you were born at this specific place, with this specific body, with this specific psyche, with this specific just environment, family around you. These were all tools and just all part of your mission to become the best version of yourself, not only for yourself, but also for everybody else, because everyone's job, quote unquote, is the same, but in different forms, to elevate the consciousness of humanity by becoming their own beacon of light. That's everybody's job. That's everyone's duty. But everyone's gonna find their own way of doing it. Yours might be through creating a YouTube channel. It could be through a career path. Could be through entrepreneurship. Whatever it is, man. You're brought here to elevate the consciousness of humanity from the dark ages, aka Kali Yuga right now, on over to the golden age, the Renaissance, the new Renaissance, which continues the spiritual evolution of man. Right now, we are de-evolving. We're going back down to the animalistic side. We're going back down to our carnal nature. Is that bad? Is that evil? No, but that's just not progressing towards the next stages of our evolution. You, as a man who's watching this channel, who's watching the main channel, who might be tapped into the private Patreon community, shout out to the fucking private Patreon community, man. And look, bro, if you like talks like this, if you like information like this, you understand these topics, you are truly doing yourself a disfavor by not joining into the private Patreon community, because within there, you get access to exclusive content, you get access to in-depth occult lectures, full guides, and most importantly, if you join into the Philosopher's Circle, aka the highest membership tier within the private Patreon community, you'll get invitations into not only our private group chat, but most importantly, the monthly masterminds. Yes, sir, we're doing 2 monthly live calls each and every single month, where we get on a call with myself, as well as the Philosopher's Circle, aka the inner circle of members of men, of like-minded men. We're also on the same journey towards self-mastery, using tools like semen retention, spirituality, physical fitness, psychology, and all that stuff towards becoming the best version of themselves on the mental, physical, and spiritual planes. You have to understand that being around an environment of people who are also on the same path will give you more influence towards going down the righteous path for you. When everybody is around you, the matrix is around you, the external environment is around you, pulling you down towards your carnal nature, you're more likely to go down that path. But when you surround yourself and curate a community of like-minded men also on the same journey, it makes it that much easier and it makes it that much more enjoyable. I've been loving seeing everyone's progress within there, man. So if you're truly interested in stuff like that, check out the links posted in the pinned comment of this video, because within the pinned comment of this video, you'll also be able to find application forms to personalized one-on-one coaching with me, booking links to one-on-one consultation calls, free community Discord server, weekly newsletters, all that good stuff. Again, pinned comment of this video. But like I was saying, for the people that are watching this channel, the main channel, tapped into the private Patreon community, might be doing one-on-one consultations in my private coaching program. You guys understand on a deeper level, because you wouldn't be able to watch this type of videos. You wouldn't make it this far into the video if you didn't have your state of consciousness elevated and more matured than the general population. There's a reason why you're able to connect and actually see these things for what they are. You are seeing through the matrix yourself too. You are seeing it. Be honest with yourself. You are seeing it on this path. And the longer you go, like I talked about before, the longer you retain, the more becomes revealed. The more becomes revealed of your inner world, and the more becomes revealed as a byproduct of that, of your external world. You start to see the traps, the tricks, the simulation games that they're trying to play on your psyche. You understand that if you go beyond that and you tunnel focus your vision towards your actual purpose, none of this stuff will faze you. You become unfazed. You build up a stoic state of mind, like I've talked about before on this channel. Semen retention will naturally build you and shift you into that stoic state of mind. All this other shit going on in the background, man, will not faze you. You're a man on a mission. This is true divine masculinity, true life force pumping throughout your body now. Not only your physical body, but your subtle body, your etheric body. Some real deal shit, man. A lot of people don't get this deep into it, but this is what we do on this channel. This is what we do on the main channel. This is what we do in the private Patreon community. This is what we do within this whole journey of self-mastery. Again, I'm just a medium to help you guys towards that. because I'm on that same journey as well. I might be 1 or 2 steps ahead of you in certain aspects. So I'm trying to drop some game, some sauce to help you along that journey. But remember, we're all going up to the same path, the same pinnacle. And this is one of the most powerful ways to do it. This is one of the most potent forces and tools to just plug into your life to finally see past the veil of the matrix, the Maya, the illusion. All these ancient pieces of wisdom already knew what the matrix was without the movie, without Andrew Tate telling them, without the red pill. They called it the Maya, the illusion, the demiurgic force, the Gnosticism, that's here to keep men trapped in their lower states of existence. You could be considering that maybe as a test, so you don't feel like it's just an evil force, or you can consider that as an evil force that you need to battle against. But you don't battle it through boxing. You battle it through mastering the mind, mastering the body, and semen retention is an aspect along that journey. If you want to battle this force, the only thing that you really need to be focusing on is conquering yourself. Conquer your own vessel. Become that beacon of light so others follow too. Don't be somebody like, oh man, look at me, I'm the chosen one because I'm on 100 days of semen retention. That's bullshit. We're not here for that. If you think you're a chosen one, blah, 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 this ain't the channel for you. You a nobody, you nothing, you're a speck of dust within this whole galaxy, and me included. And that should give you a better understanding of, yeah, man, I'm not that important. Does that make me tell you to just give up on everything because you're not important? No. Understand that when you start to realize that this is for a bigger reason beyond just yourself, in my opinion, will put more fire under your ass. Living out this holistic lifestyle, finding out what your purpose is, building out that vision, becoming an alchemist, taking that inner vision that was given by God, not by anybody else, not by anything else, and create it onto the physical world. This is what this practice is going to help you with. Not female attraction, not this shit, not that shit. It'll give you the mental clarity, it'll give you the physical vitality, and it'll give you the spiritual connection, aka the intuition, to go out and create your own vision that you have in your mind that essentially becomes your pathway out of the matrix. Because if you don't know what your path is in life, somebody, aka society, will tell you what it is for you. This is what they're trying to do within the schooling system. They're breeding you into bots, NPCs, people that have no real goals or missions in life and are just gonna follow the crowd. Is that wrong? Is that evil? No, I don't want you to think in duality. But you are more spiritually developed on this incarnation, right now for the time being, listening to these videos, which means that there's something deeper calling you and telling you, yes, this is the path. What is it that I need to actually produce and bring out into this world to elevate my own consciousness, which as a byproduct will help elevate the consciousness of humanity. Some people are built for that for right now, some people aren't. Maybe those people who aren't on their next incarnation, they will be, and maybe 500 years from now, they're still tapping into what the Fulani, getting all this sauce, getting all this information. Maybe I do write a book and it becomes like an ancient text 1,000 years from this time. The people that weren't able to see what I was talking about right now, what we're connecting on right now, they're able to understand it later on down the line. But hey, man, who knows? Who knows the path? If you do want a book coming out, man, let me know. The Book of Philosophy. Maybe that's the title. But you see it in all these ancient texts, man. How man is literally playing a game within this whole simulation. None of this shit is quote unquote real because it's not permanent. Ramana Maharshi says, what is reality must be real. Reality, real. What is real? Things that are permanent. Things that are eternal. Your soul, the spirit, the metaphysical plane of this whole life that we don't have access to if we don't actually awaken our spiritual senses, which semen retention does. If you haven't watched that video on this channel, make sure you go run it up after this. But that just gives you a better understanding of what I mean, that Semen retention will show you what the matrix really is. It'll show you what's fake. It'll show you what's not worthy of your time, your energy, your focus, your attention. The attention economy is always going to try robbing you of that. You're going to start seeing, you're going to start feeling, you're going to start knowing, you're going to start accessing your gnosis, that divine knowledge that can only be accessed from within, on what it is that you need to be focusing your attention on. Is it watching bullshit content? Fuck no. Is it scrolling through Instagram? Fuck no. Is it scrolling through Tinder? Fuck no. Is it becoming a slave to your senses? Fuck no. Is by becoming the most capable man on the mental, physical, and spiritual plane that you possibly can be, so God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, can use you as a tool to help elevate humanity towards the next stage of their evolution. Become a divine vessel for God. That's the only way you, quote unquote, break out of the matrix. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. If you're not awakened to your soul's true calling, your soul's true purpose, and actually purify the mind and body to become literal tools and instruments for the God within to flow through you and actually direct your life, then you're always going to be a slave to something. It could be sex, it could be clothes, it could be money, it could be cars, it could be pain. Some people are literally addicted and slaves to pain. Become addicted to actually producing what you were brought here to do. Become addicted towards fulfilling your dharma. That's what's only going to make you feel really in tune and aligned with your overall mission in life. The other shit, they're side quests. But the main mission is the dharma, is the duty, is your destiny. And you only will find that when you start to elevate your levels of consciousness beyond states of survival, sex, and status, beyond gluttony, beyond lust, and beyond ego. And this practice allows you to do that. That's why it's so powerful, man. That's why I come up on here and ramble about it so much, because I experience it and I understand on a deeper level, not only through my own real life experiences and my own journey, but also by reading the wisdom of the greats. The stuff that we break down on this channel, the main channel, especially on the private Patreon community, man. We got a whole esoteric library in there, all there for you to tap into. Don't just take it from me, man. Take it from some of the greatest minds. I'm not on that level. Fuck no. Don't ever think I'm on that level. I'm not here to be your guru, your guide, your teacher, your master. I tell this to everybody. On this channel, the main channel, the people I work one-on-one with, all that stuff, in the private Patreon community. I'm here to give you guys certain tools, tips, and techniques that I wish I got earlier to help you streamline your path to awakening the God within, that will allow you to peer through the matrix, to peer through the veil, peer through the illusion, and find your true path in life. And then you are able to do that for other people. That's what I'm here to do. That's my whole goal and my whole mission with this message, with this brand, and with this overall journey that I'm on, creating this channel and all that good stuff. It's not here to tell you, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. No. I'm not here to be a dictator, a mentor, this and that. I'm here to be someone on your team, on your side. We need more people, we need more men, self-realized men walking on this earth. Not to be, oh man, we're all spiritual, this and that. You gotta stop thinking like that. We're not being hippies, we're not doing that shit. A self-realized man is the ultimate version of a man. There's a whole book called The Way of the Superior Man by David some shit. Don't really like the book. But the real superior man is the divine masculine man. The man that's fully immersed within his own divine nature, who is no longer a slave to his senses, who's using his body as a tool, as a vehicle, to help his mind be able to steer the ship towards the right direction and path where his soul is calling him towards, where his soul needs him to actually help elevate the consciousness of humanity. That's how you really break out of the matrix. That's how you do it. Being the most capable man, the most divinely blissful and gifted man that you could be. If you're just the most capable man on the physical realm, that ain't enough. If you're the most capable man on the mental realm, that ain't enough. You need all three categories: mental, physical, and spiritual. And semen retention is one of the most, if not the most prominent tool that addresses all these parts of your evolution in life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's the only thing I've really seen is able to really harness all three parts of you towards your evolution. Yes, working out is a little bit mental, is a little bit spiritual. Yes, creating a business and stuff like that is a little bit physical, is a little bit spiritual, but it's mainly mental. Working out is mainly physical. Semen retention is a tool and a way for you to elevate your mental clarity, boost your physical vitality, and most importantly, connect deeper towards your spirit. That's what makes it such a powerful weapon against the fuckery and nonsense of the Matrix. This is why they don't want you to know about it. This is why they continue to drain you of your life force through these different types of sources, whether that be pornographic material, whether that be the hookup culture scene, making it seem like, hey man, if you don't have X amount of girls that you fuck, you're a loser, you're not alpha. That's all brainwashing for you to deplete yourself. But again, remember, like I said, only you can permit that from happening. They can tell you all this bullshit, post all this propaganda, but you're the one who consciously takes action and does it. And sometimes it might feel like you're hijacked and you can't do that. You just can't take the control back. Can't take the wheel back. This is what this journey is about, taking that wheel back. And understanding you're the one, you're the creator of your own reality. Not what anyone does externally can really shift you internally. Yes, your environment truly does matter. That's why you need to curate a proper environment. That's why I said hop into the private Patreon community. That's why I'm telling you, if you need more guidance and stuff like that, hop into the Discord, book a one-on-one consultation, hop into my private coaching program. These are all tools and all that stuff. Again, listening to this type of content will help. And again, if you need more help within the specific realm of semen retention, go check out the Art of Retention ebook, free ebook on my main channel. All you need to do is type in how to succeed on semen retention, and it should be one of the first videos, if not the first video, to show up on YouTube. There is a full video guide right there for you. And within the full video guide, you get access to the free ebook. Within the ebook itself, if you can't read, if you don't know what the fuck's going on, tap into the audio series. Go on the main channel, Fulati Fitness. Go on playlists, go on the audio series. Pop the book in while you go on a walk, while you go on a hike, while you go about your day. Get this information that breaks down the tools needed in order for you to actually practice retention. Because just saying, oh, I'm just gonna practice retention ain't enough. There needs to be foundational layers. Think of it almost like a pyramid. Right here. For everyone who's just listening, get the phone out and look what I'm doing right here. Pyramid right here. Base level, foundation, exercises, and a holistic lifestyle. The meditations, the pranayamas, the diet, the physical outlet, the spiritual outlet, the mental outlet that you need as your foundation in order for you to actually practice retention. The next layer after that is when you put all those together, you actually start to see the benefits that everyone talks about when it comes to retention. You start seeing the mental clarity, you start seeing the physical vitality, and you start seeing the spiritual connection. That's the second layer. The third layer, the pinnacle, you use all of those things. You continue to do the foundational work, you get all these benefits, now you funnel the benefits towards creating that vision that you have within your mind. That's what this whole journey is about, and this is the stuff that I talk about with the people that I'm working with one-on-one. This is, that pyramid scale is your arrow to break through and pierce through the matrix. And this journey of retention is just literally sharpening your arrow and making it so fucking pinpoint accurate. So when you let go and just let that shit rip, it goes right through it pierces right through the veil of the matrix and pierces you right through to your true self-realized into the concept of becoming one with God, yoga, Christ, whatever it is. That's how powerful this practice is, man. That's where you're really tapping into it when you actually get onto the deeper levels that not a lot of people talk about, that not a lot of people understand, that not a lot of people have experienced. I've experienced glimpses of it, even 4 years onto this journey. But I know there's so much more to continue on with this. So much more growth that needs to be made. And I know that this tool right here in my arsenal is so OP, so powerful, that there's no way I'm gonna kind of ever give up on it. It's shown me so much about myself that inwardly, that helped me understand more about life in general outwardly. Because the real matrix, again, like I said, is in here. It's within you. You uncover and understand your own individual nature. You come to understand and unlock the doors to what reality really is on the external world. As a occultist and esoteric knowledge says, man is a microcosm of the macrocosm. As above, so below. You master this, you master your vessel, you master life around you. How can you expect to master yourself if your senses are able to take over? Hunger, sex, status, ego pursuits. If those can take over you, the lower three nature, the lower three chakras, you'll never be truly realized of what you really are on a deeper level, beyond the flesh, beyond the bones, beyond the skin. This is just all a costume for the time being. There's something deeper under that was brought here to accomplish something much bigger than you can even imagine. That's the way you break out of the matrix. And semen retention will show you it more than anything within this world. I promise you that, man. I promise you that. But it's been your boy out here in the field, in the flesh, dropping y'all that game so you guys can make these gains. And I'm out of here. Peace.